So this week I'm showing you guys how I protected my cabinet for this outdoor oven. Making up my own rules. Hardy backer board. So this oven isn't meant to be installed inside a van. I'm still figuring this out and I don't know that I'm doing it right, but this is no videos on this, so this is how I'm doing it. So basically we used a 1/4 inch cement hardy backer board. It's a cement board with a 1/2 inch airspace between the hardy backer cement board and the cabinet. There is fire resistant material that is adhered to the cement board. So that will help protect it from getting too hot and damaging the cabinet. I am going to put 2 holes to push the air out. I'm going to put a vent on that side. There's a lot of extra airspace. And you know what? I'm gonna have a hole here too, the same size, which is where the hose is going to come up through. It is all trying to figure it out, trial and error. I've already messed up on one thing. What I'm focused on today is not the butcher block, it's heat prevention. So I have 3 holes out the side, and then I have 1 hole where the hose is gonna go and it'll go underneath. I will heat protect it, all of this area, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay. It is tight. It's not going anywhere. The first phase of the heat prevention has a little vent in the back. I'm using the hardy backer board to do the heat prevention in the little oven. So I've never used a hardy backer board before. What I've heard and what I've seen is that you do not cut it, you score it. I'm gonna do the bottom, the back, and then the 2 sides. Okay. So that's scored. I'm gonna score it more outside. It's hot in here. And then all I'll have to do is break it off. And then once I get the back on, just because I screw everything up and all of my measurements are always wrong, it takes me 2 times to do everything, I want this to be perfect. So I'm measuring this way. So I made it a little long instead of a little short this time, so that when the back is on, probably like another inch, then I'll squirt here and it'll be the perfect size. So I'll take you with me now. I just realized that's not even the right size, because once I put the 1/4 inch on the bottom, then that's gonna be a 1/4 inch too tall. So I'm not gonna break it yet. I'm gonna rescore it after I get the bottom. So I'm gonna do the bottom, the back, and then the 2 sides. It's 6 o'clock. I'm shaky. I am hungry. I'm tired. I'm thirsty. I need a Gatorade. So I think I'm done. I think maybe tomorrow on lunch I'm gonna try and screw it in. I'm done tonight. I am done, but I will show you what I've done. I cut the hardy backer board, but what I'm gonna do is I need to give it a 1/2 inch of airflow. That's how I'm going to heat protect it. There was one video on how to do this. It was Peggy the Van. Now there are no videos, so Peggy the Van must be no longer. There's 1 blog, so I'll put that in the description below. So I have 1 blog post showing how to do this. So I'm going based on their instructions and their pictures, and that's what I'm doing. So luckily I kept this from when I had my tile put in my laundry room. Okay, I am closing up shop for the night. I am going to get some Gatorade and dinner. I'll see you tomorrow. Can't find anything at all on how to secure this oven. So what you have to do is take out the 4 screws for the handles. So there are 4 screws. I've taken out 2. So here's one. There were 2 right here. And then what you have to do is snap off. You can't even see it. You gotta snap off around the corner. Okay, See? So I snapped it off. What I'm gonna do is just, here we go. Take this off. Take this out. And now we're gonna pull this out through the back. So it took a minute to figure it out because it's more than just the screws, it's also the handle that needs to be taken off, but now I'll be able to secure that in. So this is where I'm going to drill my holes for the little feet, see? And check this bit out. It's exactly the right size. So I'm gonna go all the way through. I'm gonna test it, make sure that it works, but this is the right size. And that worked. So I bought an 8-inch fuse hose from AutoZone, and I'm cutting it 1/2 inch with these. So that's what's going on now. Just a rubber fuse line. So where it goes. Like that. So there we go. So that is the spacer I'm going to use to space that. So what I need to do now is pre-drill this. This screw works. I like testing it on this because I don't have that much. This is my little trial one. This is what it looks like. So I put the screw through. I put the fuse hose on the screw. So I'm gonna push it against the wall and screw it in just like I did the back wall. So I'm gonna do this side, I'm gonna do that side. So there's my space. I mean, I don't know that you can see it that great. You see that? So that's my space. And then I'm gonna put this on top. But what I wanna do first is I wanna score this. So I'll probably just take care of that tomorrow. But I got my little grooves cut for the legs, or the feet. So it is a new day and I am going to finish working on this oven. Okay, so I am going to score this. And then I am going to put the heat protection on so that I can get this oven installed. So I'm gonna finish that up this morning. Yeah, so let's get to it. So this took like forever. I cut it with a box cutter and it's thick. It's a 1/4 inch. So it's a lot of flame resistant material to go through. I'm gonna do the back one first and then I'll spray the sides. I'm not spraying the bottom how the blog did. So what I do need to do is run this up the hole that I cut in the back, so that it can screw in the back. So I'm gonna do that. Yes. Okay. So it'll hook up like right here. There's plenty of room. So it'll come out of the drawer back here. I don't know if you can see that. So that's the plan. So move that out of the way now because I'm gonna spray that down. All right, now I'm gonna go get my goggles. Okay, this stuff is toxic, so I'm gonna use Protect It. Can't get on my skin either.
And there we go.
All right, so here it is. So this is an air space for it to go out the back. I do have the holes, which I have that on video. And then the little feet holes. So it just slides right in. And now it's protected. And I'm a mess, but I got it done. Here it is. There isn't much space, as you can see. The other side has even a little less. But there is, you see that little spacer? There's the spacer. And here is the 1/4 inch cement board and the 1/4 inch flame resistant material. A little tiny bit of space. And then the oven. And then I have the hose that'll go in a drawer so I can slide out. So I might just put it in a little, I don't know what size I'm getting yet. But the oven's ready to go. I just got to screw the legs in and it's good to go. The drawers, it's going to have to wait because what I need to do is find some facing that is this dimension, and I don't have a table saw any longer, and they don't make molding that is this thick. So once I face this, then I can start doing the drawers. And also I am going to need to do something with the butcher block because the piece connects here, so it goes up a little ways. So there's going to be like 6 inches, like an inch thick, that goes 6 inches for the gas line. So I will need to have that cut. Thank you so much for watching, and come back next week for more of our van build.